All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. Good afternoon, everyone. I want to welcome you to the 2023 Fall Sports Awards Ceremony. Today we honor our middle school fall student athletes and teams. It has been a great fall season for all of our programs, and I am proud of the accomplishments on and off the field. I would like to thank everyone. I would like for everyone to give a round of applause to your coaches and peers for the hard work and dedication they have served you all this fall season. With Thanksgiving wrapped up, I would like to take a moment to give thanks for our fall student athletes, our leadership team, coaches, and our athletic department who have made my first year here a very easy transition to Northcross. My family and I appreciate how you all have made us feel welcomed, and we look forward to the winter and spring seasons. Without further ado, I'd like to welcome Ms. Kendra Wirt to the podium.
All right, many of you know me, speaking is not my favorite, so bear with me. All right, welcome. This season, I had the pleasure of coaching the middle school girls volleyball team. This is my second year coaching, and these girls really made it a joy through every practice and game. These girls showed a lot of what it means to work together and create new and lasting friendships. They improved so much throughout the season. We started off with a very young team, having 8 sixth graders new to the sport. We started off with some really good leaders in our returning 7th and 8th graders, showing what a positive force on the team really means. Each girl made so much progress and accomplished personal goals throughout the season, whether getting the serve over from the line, no matter the effort, getting a good hit, or blocking. These girls really improved and cheered each other along every step of the way. I'm excited to see some returning faces next season and seeing what our players who are moving up to the next level can accomplish in the upper school next year. Thank you, guys.
Okay, so I'm going to give a few simple instructions to the volleyball team, but I hope everybody will be paying attention. So, girls volleyball, when I say go, you're going to stand up, you're going to walk all the way around to this aisle. You're going to try to organize yourselves, alphabetical would be great, but by grade. So we're going to start with the 6th graders first. So y'all can stand up and walk all the way over to this aisle. And like I said, I'm going to start with the 6th graders, alphabetical order, last name. You'll get your award, and then we would like for you to pause on the stage before we dismiss everybody. Okay, so if you were part of this year's girls middle school volleyball team, Sophie Baker. And we'll save the applause for the end. That would be perfect. Sophie Baker. All right. Next up, Virginia Bass.
Stand over here.
Neela Brown. Sarah Klein. Belle McNamara. Saba Powell, captain. Aubrey Smith. Corinne Swords. Piper Malik. Liv Steidel. Mia Esposito, captain. Harper Godfrey. And Lily Linkowski, captain. Congratulations, girls, on a great season. Next up, to talk about the boys middle school soccer team, is Coach Ryan Cook.
Good afternoon and welcome. First, I would like to congratulate all our Scholar athletes in the middle school on an outstanding season. I'm excited that we have this opportunity to come together today to celebrate all our successes. I would like to thank all that made the boys' middle school soccer season so memorable. First, to the administration, teachers, and staff, thank you for making the season possible with your flexibility and grace. To our outstanding athletic department led by Jeremy Eubanks, Chris Pollock, Tracy Schaefer, and Holly Marshall, I would like to extend my true appreciation. To Coach Brown, thank you for your dedication, hard work, and humble nature in guiding the NCS soccer program and making coaching a joy for me. Coach Ezra and Coach Phelan, thank you for sharing your knowledge and passion for the game with the boys. And finally, a huge thanks to our parents for their commitment and support in making this season one of the best we have had during my tenure as coach. The lessons and attributes that are developed through sport can have a lasting impact on one's life. Being part of a team with shared experiences and goals can play a pivotal role in the development of our student athletes. When our season began, I asked the boys to focus on 3 things. 1, I asked them to try to get a little better every day with their technical soccer skills. 2, I asked them to focus on being the best teammates they could be while showing support for all other on the team. And lastly, I told them to have fun. Throughout the season, they met these challenges on a consistent basis, and their commitment and support for one another was impressive to witness. We played 12 games this season against strong competition. We completed our season with a record of 10-2, led by an outstanding class of 8th graders who provided a solid foundation to build our team around. The boys played with a competitive spirit that served them well throughout the season. We twice defeated rivals Carlisle, Southwest Virginia Homeschool, and New Covenant, while only losing to a powerful James River Day School. While the wins were great, the true success of the season was represented through the support that we showed each other and the fun that we had together in victory and defeat. Plus, road game stops at Sheets didn't hurt. For that, I would like to thank each and every member of the 2023 boys middle school soccer team for your commitment and your effort. Thank you.
All right, fellas, same thing, stand up. 6th grade first, alphabetical order if we can. All right, we'll start off with Bentley DeMoss. Carmelo Ford. Gavin Gardner. Anderson Glickfield. JT Chopsky. Micah Evans. John Finney. Higgins Harlow. Griffin Hendrickson. Caleb House. Fisher LaFell. Liam Nagany. Connor Phelan. Reed Thomas. Cole Basile, captain. Rowan Clark. Luke Kokowicz. Benjamin Farmer. Charlie Jackson, captain. Kemper Prilliman, captain. John Speller. And who went? All right, big round of applause for these guys. Thank you.
That's like, obviously they
All right, I'm going to read for Julia Brown. She unfortunately,
No, you're good.
Oh.
You can ask one of the coaches to come up and help.
oh, okay, I guess
But you can still read.
anyone. So Julia can't be here today. She's in class at Roanoke College, so these are in her words. Good afternoon. I am sorry I couldn't be here in person today. However, I'm honored to talk about the girls' middle school field hockey team as we celebrate their achievements today. To the parents, faculty, and administrators, thank you for all your unwavering support and commitment this season. I would also like to thank you, Coach Carter, Coach Shopsky, Coach Barrera Phillips, for all your help and support this season. This year was a little different compared to the past couple of years with adding 2 teams to the program, a middle school and a varsity team. The middle school team consisted of 9 girls total. 4 were 6th graders, 1 was a 7th grader, and 4 8th graders who all played on the varsity team. While we only had 3 games, these girls worked very hard throughout the season. I want to congratulate each player for their dedication and perseverance. Whether we won or faced a setback, we did it together. We learned the value of resilience, sportsmanship, and the importance of supporting one another on and off the field. Let's carry these lessons we've learned this season with us as we continue to grow, both as athletes and individuals. Thank you for a great season. All right, ladies, you may come on up. Same thing.
Okay, thank you, ladies. We're going to start with Rowan Kemper. Simone Parker. Bailey Sheeler. Mila Shepard. Catherine Ellett. Samantha Valderas. Julia Cephas. Penelope Lampros. And Charlotte Marilla. All right, when y'all are situated, look at this slide. I have one other delightful little nugget for this team. Penelope Lampros actually got honorable mention all conference at the varsity level this year, so congratulations. Okay, we continue. Good afternoon. My name is Tracy Schaefer, and I was the head coach for this year's 2023 North Cross School Middle School / JV tennis team. Oh, no, were you? We tend to go by this double team name quite often, middle school and JV, because each season our tennis schedule has become a combination of matches against other co-ed middle school teams, just like ours, as well as matches against JV tennis teams with just girls only. As I've said 1,000 times over, we never really care who we play, just as long as we get to play. And play we did. We had a total of 10 matches this season, and we went undefeated, a perfect 10-0. We played 5 different schools, home and away. Our various co-ed lineups beat teams from Lynchburg, including Dunbar and Lincoln Middle Schools, as well as Ben Franklin from Franklin County. And then our various girls-only lineups beat 2 tough girls-only JV high school teams from Chatham Hall and VES. Collectively, we had an awesome season. This group of 28 players has a lot to be proud of, and every one of them got to travel and/or be in a meaningful match. I had 10 6th graders, 10 7th graders, and 8 8th graders. We were also nearly an equal balance of 13 girls and 15 boys. We had the perfect mixture of tournament players, returning players, and just simply good athletes. I even had one 8th grade girl who found her way onto the girls' varsity team, moved all the way up to number 3 singles, won quite a few matches in singles and doubles, and she earned all conference honors also on the varsity team. Way to go, Akali. I mean, each year I always think I'm coaching the best team I've ever had. I know I sound like a broken record, but seriously, this year's group may be what I'll be calling for years to come, my dream team. Coming to the courts every day was such a blessing, as these players blew me away with not only their tennis skills, but their desire to get better while still having tons of fun on the courts. I can see the determination in many of these players, and I am confident that even more players in this group will eventually be major contributors to our varsity teams here in the next few years, and Coach Jim and I cannot wait to see it happen. I'd like to thank my team parent, Dina Luger, and all my other fabulous parents for their generous snack and drink donations, and especially for coming out to support us during our matches, both at home and on the road. And I'm pretty sure all the kids, probably in the whole audience, would want us to thank our friends at Sheetz for being our unofficial sponsor, yet mandatory stop for all road trips. Yes, if you just did the math correctly from earlier in my speech, that was 5 times that I personally had to stop at Sheetz for dinner during the season. And I gotta tell you, I was always aghast at the level of sheer excitement by all the kids every time we stopped. But on a positive note, they have now taught me how to order some good things off the kiosk, and for that, I will always be fondly grateful. So, aside from my Sheetz trips, I'll also always remember this team for our first ever team outing to Katie's Ice Cream. Great call, y'all. That was good. Okay, in closing, I also want to thank our wonderful North Cross community, including Miss Lemon, Athletic Director Jeremy Eubank, Assistant AD Chris Pollock, and our athletic trainer Holly Marshall for all of your constant support. And then I also need to give a special thanks to both Miss Kyer and Miss Horner for all your help and coordination over in the middle school trenches as well. And Coach Dickinson for your room. Thank you. And of course, I could never do this program without my husband. You'll see he's missing. Best assistant coach ever, Jim Schaefer. We truly have the best time each season working together with these kids year after year. We've been doing this middle school tennis program together now since 2015. And this is our 9th team to come through. Yes, we've had some really nice players on our teams over the years, seen them develop and move on to do great things at the varsity level. But again, I'm incredibly serious when I tell you that both Coach Jim and I, and even Coach Ryan Schlachter in the back, think the future is incredibly bright with this particular group of 28 players, and we hope you believe it too. I thank you so much for an incredible fall tennis season, for being such a special team, and to now be known forever as my dream team. And I wish each of you the best with the rest of your school year. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, stand up. Walk around the back. All the way around, all the way around. Big team. No, maybe it might be 3 rows today. All right, we'll start off with Alvita Chen. Briggs Ferguson. Alina John. Milo Joy. Ava Curry. Retzler Mangus. Mason Merricks. Ashana Patel. Lorelei Schaub. Maddie Terry. James Austin. William Beck. Cam Coleman. Gray Cullen. Sophie Dalton. Higgins Harlow. Arthur Luger. Nikitha Sherigar. Maria Sommerfeld. Colin Taylor. Adam Arthur. Ryan Arthur. Luke Kokowicz. Elizabeth Jackson. Kaylee Koeda. George Luga. Jarima Patel. And Levi Shepard. Big round of applause. Thank you.
Okay, we're not done yet. Here we go with middle school cross country, Coach Ed Dickinson.
Good afternoon. This was such a special year for our middle school cross country program. For years now, one of my goals as a coach was to have a full boys and girls cross country team. And while we have approached this goal a number of times, we always seem to be just short of having full teams. So this was a banner year for our program. Without a vibrant middle school program, we would not have been able to have years like this one where our varsity team went on to win conference and state championships. It all starts here in middle school. I would like to thank all the people who help support our program from day to day, including Tracy Schaefer, Coach Pollock, Mrs. Williams, our trainer, Holly Marshall, and our new AD, Jeremy Eubank. I also want to thank my assistant coach, Lauren Horner, who puts in so much time working with our middle school runners. I would also like to thank my wife, who ran spin workouts for our team, and of course, our wonderful team parents. Let me tell you, those middle school parents really make an amazing cheering section out on the course. Our middle school team was eager, committed, and so much fun to coach. We had 8th grade runners who are making that big transition into varsity performances, and we had brand new runners who were experiencing the sport for the first time. Throughout the season, our boys continued to show significant improvement, with Justice Horner making the jump to compete as part of our varsity conference and state teams, and Greg Cullen showing that he could be a front runner against top competition. By the end of our season, several of our middle school runners were regularly pushing the varsity team as their fitness moved to a different level. With our girls, the team chemistry was really special. The girls started the season at Knights Crossing, finishing 6th out of 30 schools. And I met with them after that race to talk to them about what a special group of young runners they were, and how if they kept training diligently, they could accomplish some amazing things. I had no idea how quickly that would come to fruition. A week later, they finished first at the Clash of the Titans, beating 10 other teams. Then, another week after that, they won the Sharks Invitational. In October, they finished second to the well-established Blacksburg team at the Southwest Regional Championships, coming in front of the Christiansburg team, a team that had finished well ahead of us at the beginning of the season, as well as 13 other local teams. They also won at each of our home races and at the final Christian Heritage Academy meet. Although Lizzie Carter was our usual front runner, after that, our girls moved around quite a bit depending on who was having a good day. On one day, our second runner might have been Finley or Sydney or Catherine, with often Lillian coming in as our third runner. They pushed each other and often finished in a tight group in the top 10 of the race, which enabled us to win on so many occasions. They began to learn that they had more talent than they initially realized, and it was exciting to watch them take home trophy after trophy during the season and support each other every step of the way. This year, our middle school team was actually larger than our varsity team, and it was their character and spirit of commitment that helped make this such a special season for the team. To each of our runners, I want to thank you for all of the hard work you put in, for the positive energy that you brought to every practice, and for your willingness to race with so much heart. So runners, please come forward.
Just as a heads up, we're going to start with the boys' middle school team first. Okay, Gabe Dickinson. Ethan Twardy. Gray Cullen. Evan Duncan. Sutton Taylor. Aiden Bai. Justice Horner. Caleb Meow. And next are girls, Maddie Camp, Catherine Klein, Finley Patterson, Sydney Yardley, Madison Ball, Olivia Ball, Lizzie Carter, and Lillian Phillips. Wow, congratulations, you all. All right. Yeah. Okay. Before I turn the mic back over to Mr. Eubank, I'm going to invite the girls volleyball team back up on the stage so that we can get a good team picture of you. Ladies, please, 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 come on. There you go. Just right up this way. You can come any way you want now. Just right up here. Yep. Just watch your step. Watch your step. Here we go. Come on in. Flat on. Flat on. Look lovely. All right, coach.
I'm on your phone. Thanks. All right, back then. Thank you, ladies.
All right, guys, we're almost done. I'm not going to keep you long because I know you want to get back to class or athletics. So, just a couple things. You have heard many different successes from this fall season. I would ask you to take away these 2 items. 1, believe in yourself. Your team's success starts with each individual collectively. That has afforded you all these successes as individuals and as a team. 2nd, when you have failure, I ask you to remember this. Failure is success in progress. If you only do what you can do, you will never be more than you are now. We always see greatness in you more than you see in yourself. I want to wish you all good luck in your winter seasons, and this concludes our 2023 Fall Sports Awards Ceremony.